Hey friends, welcome to a live crafting video. Tonight we are going to make these felt pinwheels. So the supplies we're using tonight are obviously some felt. I'm using 3 different colors. You'll need hot glue, buttons, and either some wooden skewers, which is what these are on, or we're also going to do some with some paper straws. I put a link in the description with a link to the template, so you can grab it and print that out. All the ones I'm doing tonight are this smaller size. It's 4 inches. This larger size is 5.5 inches. But just go to the link. You can print out the free template. And we're going to get started in just a second. So there's the template. You can either grab it tonight or later, whatever works for you. Obviously, you're going to want to cut it out. So 2 squares. You'll cut on all the lines. So there's the bigger one. Here's the smaller one. So you just cut it out, and then you cut these lines as well. And you're going to use 2 sheets of felt for each of the pinwheels, just to kind of give it some extra fun color. I'm just using like the craft store felt, and it's a little bit flimsy. If you wanted to do just one color, I would get just a thicker felt, and you could do it that way too. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're gonna do is cut out the squares, and with this like 9 by 12 you can get 6 of these 4-inch squares. So sometimes with crafting I just want it to be relaxing and fun. For me, this is one of the more relaxing and fun crafts, so it's less exact. If you want to make it more exact, you're welcome to. You could pin the paper pattern down to make sure it's a beautiful square. You could trace it. You could do lots of things. If you want to just be relaxed and not worry about it, which is what I'm doing with it, you can just kind of hold it. If it's not exact, it will not be the end of the world. And then I'm just cutting out a square of felt. So I cut it out, square felt, right? Then I'm still holding the pattern on top, and I'm going to cut these little slits. So, and I am using some of my fabric scissors. Not to cut the paper. Don't cut the pattern with your fabric scissors, but to cut the felt. Okay, so it looks like that. And I've got several of these pre-cut, and then I've got some more squares. I'm gonna cut the slits in these too. So, full sheet, cut out a bunch of squares, trace it, pin it, just kind of wing it, whatever your style is. If you missed it at the beginning, the template is free. It's up on my website. The link is in the description for the video, so you can go grab that, print it out, cut it up. You can make a bunch of these and put it on a wreath, which would be super cute. I'm going to put some of mine in a mason jar, which is why I want the wooden skewers. Then we glue. So I made some different ones. So like these are both obviously red and white, but I just changed the order. I have the red on top, and I glued the corners down for that. And for this one, the white is on top, and then you glue the corners down. So with just 3 different colors, I ended up with 6 different pinwheels because I just alternated the way I laid the colors on top. So let's do the teal and the white, which feels very cool to me. And I'm in Texas, and it is anything but cool outside today. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. So, I'm gonna stack these. And I just like to do a little dab of glue in the center of the bottom one to try to get them just to stay together nicely. So we do this kind of in two steps. So first we fold down all the inside pieces. So when I'm like if I'm looking at it, I'm folding down the left side, and I'm gonna give you a hint. Whatever you decide to stick your pinwheel on also is really handy for helping push down into the glue so you don't burn yourself. All right, once these are all sort of secure, then we'll come back and do that second color on top. Once I do the first round, then I'm adding just some blobs of glue. I'm trying not to burn myself. And then the last thing will be to add a button in the middle, which will also help all of these stay glued. The next thing to do is to just glue a button in the center of our pinwheel. And pick whatever color you want. They don't always have to match. They can be different sizes. Now, depending on what you want to use your pinwheels for, you could leave them just like this. You could take a wreath and you could make a bunch of pinwheels and just, you know, make a wreath with them. Right? That'd be super cute. You could get a embroidery hoop and pick kind of a contrasting fabric. So say I did an embroidery hoop and I put in the teal in my embroidery hoop. You could use an embroidery hoop as a wreath and just put some pinwheels around it. One of my favorite things to do with them is to put them in a vase. So to do that, they need to go on either wooden sticks or a paper straw. The paper straw is fun because it also is another chance to incorporate additional colors. So hot glue on the back, straw, till it sets. How about one more? Look how cute this would be. So here I've got the blue and red, and I could do it with a yellow straw. You got a lot of bright colors going on. But here's the other ones that are already on the skewers. So same thing, just glue on the back, and they can go in a cute little vase to decorate for summer. So how cute is that? I have to say that I really like it actually on the straw, just to give it more color. So this was the free template. It's on the website. Print it out, cut it out. Don't use your sewing scissors. Yes, use your sewing scissors to cut out the squares from your craft felt. Then use the template again so you know where to cut those slits. Then you could do one color and just fold it over. It's not, this felt is real flimsy, so it's not my favorite way. So I doubled them up, put a dab of glue on the bottom piece, and you could use 2 colors just to give it some dimension, or like 2 of the same color. So you'll glue the inside piece down, then the outside, and you'll end up with some really cute pinwheels. Put it on a skewer, put it on a paper straw, put them on an embroidery hoop, a wreath, and a vase, and get ready for a fun, simple, and inexpensive summer craft, hopefully with some products and craft supplies you might already have at your house. We just used the felt, especially if you're using straws. Felt, straws, some buttons, some hot glue. If you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to leave a comment, send me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have, and I'll look forward to crafting with you again soon. Have fun, guys.